E.
Round one continues with a refreshing surge. The Dallas Mavericks have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to...
On the way is Game 3 of the Western... And it's going to be the Clippers off the tip. And now Dallas' starting group. They've got MP. He's out there with Alperon Şengün. Smith out there with Flag. And it's Ryder in at the point guard position.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
MP, the pass to Şengün. Back to MP. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, high percentage shot, so valuable. MP making sure he doesn't waste an opportunity.
Pass to Alberto. Halliburton outside. And it's Dick. That time on the assist from Halliburton.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Boy, the opportunity was there to convert. He just could not come up with it.
Ryder passes to MP. And the shot goes. Laprovidelo's gotten his second bucket.
He dialed in from the jump tonight. The confidence is showing here in the first.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First team.
Here's Webster. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other, creating easier opportunities for your guys to score. That is good offense.
And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Boy, the passing of Tyrese Halliburton, you've got to love to play with this guy.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. A nice shot by MP.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
Here's Alberto. Pass to Webster. Here's Alberto. Lets the three fly. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. To the wing, right side. Back to MP. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The Mavericks leading. MP again. Laprovidelo's got 12 points in the game.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
It gets the bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. And MP throws it down.
You have loved the attitude of MP tonight. He's looked for his shot from the opening tip.
Distribution on the floor.
Here's Cage, covered by MP. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
So the Mavericks 5 right now. They've got MP, and it's Ryder in at the point. Nice job by MP converting it tight.
Already such a terrific passer. Love seeing Josh Giddey share the wealth.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
2nd quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Dick. Buries it down low. He's got 9.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Oberto. Here's the pick. Pass to connect from outside the arc. Richards pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 5. To the inside. Outside connect. Launches it. Kept alive. Here's Oberto. And here's Dick. Let's go with a 3. Grantham with the rebound. To the middle. Here's La Providula. The Clippers grab the miss. Cage has got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Grady Dick puts up a 3. And the Clippers miss again. For Dallas, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Oh, that's a big-time finish by MP. This is why guys encourage him to be aggressive.
Inside, here's Oberto, and that one is hammered home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. La Providula, and too long on the shot. The Clippers lead by 5. From downtown, Oberto with the bucket. Oberto's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Oh, MP with the hammer.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
So Jason Kidd decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Outside Dick, the 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Down low, here's La Providula. And MP throws it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Pass to Oberto. Now here's Dick. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. And it's flagged with a rebound.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
The shot by La Providula, no good.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Here's Oberto. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got assist number 7 tonight. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Connects checked in. Josh Giddey's checked in for Dallas. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Clippers delivered in a major way. He had 14 points and also helped on the glass, falling in 3 boards. And for him, it was kind of business as usual. With the way he's been playing for the last few games, we'll see if he can do it again. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. You have to love the intensity he showed last time out.
Yeah, he was the team's driving force, and tonight might be more of the same.
Well, I think what he has shown is when they send 2 in his direction, he is willing to make the pass and trust his teammates to make plays so critical.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
to the paint. And Cage gets it to go. Cage has got 10 points in the game.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Los Angeles leading by 3.
His 4th foul already, and we're not even at halftime. They'll likely limit his minutes the rest of the way.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Game 3 action here at the break.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about
An interesting postseason for the Clippers. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of...
And welcome back to our coverage of Dalton Connect out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Grady Dick, and it's Cage in at center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. That one drops for him.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. One more, and he's done.
Halliburton against Giddey. Here's Cage. And again, another assist.
I mean, would you believe he set a new franchise record for assists in a postseason game?
And wow, the feat is astounding. We've seen this coming almost from the opening tip.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Has to connect. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
The shot by LaProvitola, no good. Clippers trail by 4. Halliburton, the pass to Cage. And another dime for him. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A. He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Here's Smith. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
What a great look by MP. He just finds a way to deliver.
And here's Halliburton.
The biggest stars go large at the biggest moment, and he's done it with the pass.
Now, so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. And this is a critical win for them. They grab.
Round one continues with a refreshing surge. The Mavericks have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1?
Glad you can join us. It's Game 4 of the Western. You look at the Clippers. Well, they know how important it is to even up this series here at home and avoid going down 3-1.
Yeah, the odds of coming back from a 3-1 deficit are slim. They'll need the help of their fans to pick up a win here tonight.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so they foul intentionally. Mavericks leading by 16. They've got Oberto, and it's Forrest in at the 1 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Well, if MP gets even a crack of daylight, he will make you pay like he did there.
Pass to Tyson. Here's Oberto. Grantham with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First team foul.
And here are the Clippers now. And now we've got the intentional. So it's Dallas controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this.
When you can shoot the three like this, how is the other team supposed to keep up with you?
And Kenny, especially since they can hit from so... An interesting postseason for the Clippers. They're watching this series slip through their fingers. The first half, not the effort they were hoping for.
Oh, it's not looking great, but you can't give up. I mean, you never know.
Ball till you fall. If it's me, I'm not quitting. You got to carry me out, Kenny.
Better bring a forklift.
And that is a wrap.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got MP. Smith is out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Grantham in at small forward.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
And now he has picked up his 5th foul. He knows he's going to be targeted. They're going to have to protect him somehow.
And the foul called on MP. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And now there's...
To a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting.
Round one continues with a refreshing surge. The Mavericks have a lofty series lead with 3 wins. Will overconfidence be their undoing? Or will their passion and determination help them prevail against the Clippers? Round one of the NBA playoffs continues.
A possible elimination game tonight. This series stands at 3-1. Welcome to the Western. You look at the Mavericks, it has to be hard for them to stay present, not to look ahead. But closeout games are often very competitive.
Yeah, and you know the coaching staff has been drilling that into their brains. Don't squander this opportunity.
And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Dick, and it's Oberto in at the 2-guard. Pass to Cage. Not sure why he committed the intent. Mavericks trail by 7. So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. We've got Dalton Connect, and it's Tyson in at the power forward position.
Yeah, attacking on the interior, MP can be relentless.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from.
The Dallas Mavericks up 14 as we wrap up the quarter, building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. Back after this.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the... Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. They're trying to punch their ticket to the next round. Shaq, what's the key? And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching.
And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. Flag is out there with MP. Then it's Smith. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's Ryder in at point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
And for the Clippers, they've got Halliburton. He's out there with Dalton Connect. And it's Dick in at the 3.
Against contact, too. How about that? They really made MP work for that hoop inside.
Pass to Dick. Back to Halliburton. Here's Tyson. Oh! MP with a block.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen. That's on the D there. I mean, you got to push MP further away from the basket or you can expect this to happen.
Forrest is checked in for the Clippers.
Clippers substitution.
Tyson with the bucket.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
And the foul called on MP. They've won it. Next stop, conference semifinals. They really took control of this series in impressive fashion, and now they're on to the second round.
Hopefully this is some momentum.
Every defense needs a fear factor. He blocked a few shots tonight and dissuaded more from being attempted.
I like that word you said, Dom. What was it? Dissuaded?
Yep, that's it.
That's like,
BA, over to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Dominic. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word KINGS along with your issue and seek location to 55555. Never alone.
The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Mavericks were dominant in round 1, able to advance in just 5 games. But the real test starts now, as a new challenger awaits in the series opener against the Kings. The opening game of the conference semifinals.
2 survivors in the West meeting here in the conference.
Here we go.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got MP. He's out there with Şengün. Flag is out there with Smith. And it's Ryder in at the point guard position. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got MP, and it's Grantham in at the 3 seat.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Mavericks trail by 7. MP rattling the rim.
Oh, what a move by MP. Just relentlessly attacking the rim.
To the paint. Here's Douglas. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Douglas has got 5 points now this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the Kings making a change here. Tavares has checked in. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Johnson, he's checked in for Dallas. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Kings ahead, up 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
60
Greetings.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
Taking a look at the situation for... And that'll do it for halftime.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinal. Mitrovic is out there with Riley. Then it's Woolridge, and it's Swift in at the 2. And so that's who Doug Christie starts the second half with.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
With a tie, MP with the easy bucket inside.
And MP loves getting this close to the rim. Feels comfortable from this area.
The Kings shooting for the game at 42%. To the middle, here's Dugoni, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle,
some urgency from him there. Sure.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
Now the Kings with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Good, nice job down low. 32 points in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And he's going to get whistled for that. And stolen by MP. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Smith is out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Johnson. Then it's MP. And it's Grantham in a power forward position. Pass to Caver. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Smith's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Getting it done against contact. It's MP.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And the foul called on MP. That will be foul number 5 on him. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away.
Substituting on the court.
MP. Now Smith. Here's MP. Got it to go.
The more important the possession, the more MP wants that ball.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for Dallas let me know the status. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise. All indications are that he's able to play through it, and while this injury doesn't seem to be a lingering one, it's still something to monitor.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
A lot of people are going to be very happy to hear that report, and I'm sure he's relieved too.
Dugoni. Sengun covering. Shoots the 3. And down goes the 3.
Confident and composed on the
three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And there's the dunk.
And I'm loving the energy MP is attacking with. He's not giving this defense any room to breathe.
The Kings leading. And the rejection by MP. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Dugonis, covered by Smith, takes the three. Flag with the rebound.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
What a moment for MP. This guy has guts in the clutch.
The Kings trail by 3. Outside, Woolridge. Jacks up a 3. Shingun with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that, with one of his shots falling.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with his team. Coach telling the team, we're right in this. We have to keep fighting. If we can get consecutive stops, we've got a shot. We'll see if they can come back, guys.
Allie, thank you so much.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. Feeling it. No doubt about it, he's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Timeout called by the Kings. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. And what's their best move at this point?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get. Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. In both at the line, it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Good, that's another bucket.
And how about the night he's had? That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for this team.
He has been nothing short of amazing tonight, right? A legendary playoff performance from him.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so...
Western Conference semifinals, Game 3. The Mavericks have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Sacramento Kings? Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue.
And here we are, broadcasting live, Game 3. Here we go. And it's the Kings to start out. Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. And it's Riley in at the 4. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And give MP credit. Hustling in transition and gets rewarded for it.
And a foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. And now we have an intentional foul. Taking a look at the Kings, and it's Erickson in at the 1. A nice shot by MP.
Well, MP knows these are high-value looks inside.
The Kings trailing. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings played some superb basketball. He finished with 47 points, and he was very efficient from the field. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, nice flush there from MP. Ends the play with a little something extra.
It's stolen by MP. MP drives in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Kamer. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Kamer's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
Nice job by MP converting in tight.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Erickson. Offensive rebound. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Pass to Webb. No good. That would have tied it. The Mavericks leading. Inside. A nice shot by Laprovitola. Laprovitola's got 14.
Well, look, the defense has got to try a different plan on MP. Because what they're doing now is clearly not working.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Lowry, he's checked in for Jaquez. Flag comes in for Johnson, and it's Smith in for Green. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. So it's MP making things happen for Dallas. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment.
Welcome all. Game 3, and it's a real halftime cliffhanger. with the Dallas.
Got to give it up for their second unit, leaping off that bench, going out there playing like starters.
Roster depth the key. Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. They were able to take a game on the road, capturing home court advantage. Shaq, how important is Game 3 for them?
Well, Game 3 is always huge. They took care of business on the road. Now they have to hit you guys with a big word. Now.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Ant.
And we're back with you, folks, as this exciting Western Conference semifinal game rolls on. And so it's Dallas with it. 2-point game. MP is out there with Flag. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then it's Smith. And it's Ryder in at the point. That's Jason Kidd's 5. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth quarter. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Pass to Caver. Three-pointer. Second chance effort. And he lays it in. He's got 21.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Hits the trifecta.
Listen, it's a team sport. But without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Off with the layup.
Hard to earn more touches when you miss shots like that.
Pass to Marks. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Yeah, great find by Giddey, a tall guard who sees the floor so well.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So Şengün passes to MP. That one goes in. MP's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. And this is a critical.
Association and the Dallas Mavericks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures.
Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Mavericks have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now,
Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals. So Sacramento will get the first possession. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And an intentional foul right there. Dallas leading by 12 on the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. We've got Webb, also Woolridge out there, and it's Caver in at the 5. The Kings shooting a meager 37% for the game. Inside, there's Caver, and the layup's good off the glass. Caver's got his first points of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And there's the bucket from MP.
MP showing you he's not afraid to mix it up. Absorbs the contact, no problem.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hey everybody, we've got Game 4 action, and what a tough start it's been for the Sacramento Kings.
They were careless, lots of turnovers. It's tough to win playing like that. I think I can hear a coach in the locker room right now. Volume said,
Looking at the series breakdown, thanks for spending half.
And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Alperin Şengün out there with MP. Then it's Flagg, and it's Smith, and it's Ryder in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Here's Swift, covered by Smith. Driving the lane from outside the arc. Rebound by Smith.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Provitola, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, I think MP expected the foul, maybe even wanted the foul.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on the second free throw. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Kings have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chance. On the floor for Sacramento. Shots good by Provitola.
Boy, high percentage shots, so valuable. MP making sure he doesn't waste an opportunity.
And that's an intentional foul. And so here's Sacramento. And the foul called on MP. So we see the Mavericks take the win here. And now there's...
Game 5 in the Western Conference semifinals. The Mavericks have a lofty series lead with 3 wins. Will overcome.
Welcome to 2K Sports and the Western Conference. And it's It's Sacramento to start out. Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. MP is out there with Flag. Then it's Smith. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's Ryder in at the point guard position.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect. Dallas leading by 11. And it's Caber in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Pass to Riley. 4-3. Hits a three-pointer. Riley's got 5.
Once you're in your shooting motion, it's tough to shift gears like that. But he found a teammate for an open look.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And he commits the intentional foul. Clemens. So it's Dallas liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be right back.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an
When you have this many boards, you have many more opportunities to score, and they're taking advantage.
Yep, turning lemon. Taking a look at the situation for the Sacramento. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. Johnson is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's MP. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Ryder in at the point. And they go to the intentional foul.
MP. Personal foul. First team foul.
And the foul called on MP. And so the Dallas Mavericks have won the series. They snuff out any chance at a comeback with the game.